What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Crypto Fur. Today is Monday, December 20th of December 2021. Let's get started. So the markets are not behaving like we wanted them to. So what we're gonna do is just keep on learning, see where we're heading, and see what 2022 is gonna bring us. Okay. So welcome everybody. If you're new to the channel, I'm the Crypto Fur. I am your best source of crypto daily news here on YouTube and on Twitch. I'm also on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. So follow me if you want to be up to date on the latest crypto news and events. Let's get started. Let's go to the markets. First of all, I wanted to share with you guys this website. This is a very well-known website. It's called Look Into Bitcoin. So there's a lot of learning tools here for understanding Bitcoin. There's learning Bitcoin charts and indicators, right? Right now we're gonna dig into Bitcoin charts to show you just what kind of charts we have here. So we have all sorts of charts that help us make decisions on whether Bitcoin is going to continue pumping, or it's consolidating, or it might be entering a bear market. So these are all indicators. All these charts are indicators of that. So let's go to the first one. This is a Bitcoin investor tool, the 2-year moving average multiplier. Okay, so every chart is going to have obviously the chart, but also it's going to have an explanation of what it is, the indicator overview, why this happens, who created it, when they created it, etc., etc. And you can also follow them on Twitter. So Bitcoin investor tool 2-year moving average multiplier is just going to have both the value of Bitcoin in a 2-year moving average, and it's just going to average these two out, right? So let's just take a look at what it says. 2-year moving average multiplier is intended to be used as a long-term investment tool, and everything you do in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency should be long-term. That's one of the most misconceptions about cryptocurrency, is like get rich quick kind of market, and it can happen, and it certainly has happened, but just as quick as you make that money, you can lose it that fast as well. So in order for you to generate and create that wealth, obviously you need to know the ropes, you need to understand the market, and you need to know how to hodl long term in order for you to maintain your positions. It highlights periods when buying or selling Bitcoin during those times would have produced outsized returns. To do this, it uses a moving average line, the 2-year moving average, and also a multiplication of that moving average line times 5. Note that 5x multiplication is of the price value of the 2-year moving average, not of its time period. Buying Bitcoin when price drops below the 2-year moving average, the green line, has historically generated outsized returns. Selling Bitcoin when the prices goes above the 2-year moving average for the 5x has been historically effective for taking profits. So supposedly, when we're in the green, let me see if I can zoom in here a little bit. Okay. So when we're in the green, as we are like in this position where we're under, wow, that's really close. Let me zoom out a little bit if I can. So if we're in the green, this is supposedly gonna be the best time to buy. According to this chart, it's going to be the best time to buy Bitcoin, right? Because it's going to generate the most amount of returns possible. And then the red, well, for some reason, I'm just going to refresh. I did something. Sorry. Okay. So we were talking about this part right here, right? So when we're in the green, it's going to be at the lowest of the bear market. So if you're doing dollar cost averaging throughout this period, this is where you're gonna accumulate the most amount of Bitcoin at its cheapest price. And then if we sell above the red line, this is a 5x multiplier we were just talking about. So that's when the most amount of returns are going to be made if you sell your Bitcoin. So buying is green, selling is red, right? And all this in the middle is just the value of Bitcoin, obviously pumping, but this indicator is supposedly the one that shows you when. So when we were back in May, you can see here, so this right here, this little dip That's the 2020 pandemic crash, just when the COVID news hit. So if you would have bought throughout those weeks, not even weeks, maybe just days, or through here, which was in 2019, it was, let me see, it started all the way in maybe November and ended in April. So throughout this period, you could have accumulated the most amount of Bitcoin at its cheapest price, right? And then over here as well. And then since this is stating that it is long term, you wouldn't have sold yet, right? Because we still haven't, obviously you could have sold throughout all this period, but the best returns would have been above the 5x, right? So if you're continuing to hold those positions throughout the long run, then we would have sold as soon as we crossed this red line. So that's what I was waiting for back in May. I was looking at this chart back then. I was like, okay, almost there. I was looking to see what happened in the last halvings, and as you can tell, we've crossed that red line more than a couple times, right? Just having that bull market breach over it and then going back into a bear market. But now we're just like consolidating and going down, and we're still a long way from that price. So that's going to be currently above $150,000. So maybe going into 2022, there's only going to be 3 outcomes of this, right? It could just still consolidate between these 2 channels. It could go into the green, which is going to be a low value of Bitcoin, maybe around 30K or so at the moment. Or we could go above the red. So those are the 3 things that happen. So this chart is meant for you to kind of see where you are right now, if you should be buying. Obviously this is not the only chart. We have a whole bunch of charts that is going to give you pretty much the same. It's just indicators on whether to buy or sell if you're trading, obviously, but this is more long term. So check this out. This one is called the 200-week moving average heat map. So it says that in each of its major market cycles, Bitcoin's price historically bottoms out around the 200-week moving average. This indicator uses a color heat map based on the percentage increases of the 200-week moving average. Depending on the month-by-month percentage increase of the 200-week moving average, a color is assigned to the price chart. So there we go. When we're in purple, it's going to be the same as in the other chart when we're green, right? And when we're in red, it's going to be the same as the other one that we're in red. So currently we're sitting at we're low. We're at a 4 or something, right? So this was light blue, and then we're blue. We're looking to see this second bull run that I'm thinking that it just hasn't gotten here yet, but it's coming. It's coming, guys. Might not be soon, but it's coming. Trust me. So we're looking to see when this chart turns green, yellow, orange, red. And obviously when we're in the red is when most of retail is going to be buying cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. Shiba and Dogecoin and Bitcoin and all the things are going to be popping up on your Instagram. It's going to be popping up on your social media everywhere. So as soon as you see these things, these are indicators for you to get out if you're trading. Obviously, I usually don't trade Bitcoin that much because I'm not sure if maybe I would have sold early and I still could have hold returns, and I still want to accumulate Bitcoin. So I use this as a reference to buy Bitcoin. So this is a good time to buy. This is a good time to buy right now. Could be a really good time to buy as well because we're in the blue. So we'll see how this chart progresses and how other charts progress throughout time. But this is just one of the websites that I wanted to share you guys in order for you to maybe take a look at all these charts at your own pace when you have time. There's learning as well, getting started with Bitcoin, about live charts on site, blah, blah. So there's a lot of information here on getting you started with cryptocurrencies. So just wanted to start that off. Let's go back to the markets and see what's happening. Bitcoin doesn't want to go above 50K. But as I said, I think it has support here, about 45. I'm not saying it couldn't go lower than 45, but it seems to have been just holding steady above that 45K. Obviously above 46 as well. But that 45 rounded number is going to be a good indicator. markets are dipping a little bit. Ethereum is down 2%, Binance is down 3%, Solana is down 6%, Cardano is down to almost $1. So there's going to be a lot of good entries here. Let's take a look at what's pumping, what's dumping. Yearn Finance is up 87% this week, so that's good. So if people got in at the dip for Yearn, good job. There's not so much happening, just Revain, which is a reviews website. This is pretty cool. It's like a blockchain. Whoops, let me see. Sorry. Website. So you can click on the cryptocurrency, and it'll ask you which website you want to go. So you can go to the company or the actual blockchain website. Most of them have two, because one's like the company who's the owner, and the other one's going to be the project. So this is like a blockchain related reviews site, kind of like Yelp, kind of like just all these review sites that are out there, right? So the difference between those companies and these companies is that these have cryptocurrency. So they have currency inside them. You get paid for making reviews. If your review is a top review, you'll get more views, you'll get more Revain tokens. So pretty much everything that's in cryptocurrency is gonna have that word in it. If it already exists, but they're copying that concept into crypto, then it's just gonna have its native currency. You can buy Revain coins because you're kind of buying shares of the company. It doesn't have a max supply, for what I understand right now. Total supply is 85 billion Rev tokens. And its market cap is 838, so under $1 billion. But this is a big project, number 96. I've had this in my radar for some time now, so just looking to see when we enter a bear market to get into these projects that I missed, because it's just so many, you can't get into all of them. But I think that's a solid one. Pretty much everything that makes it onto the top 100, since there's so many cryptocurrencies now. Check it out. So 15,000 cryptocurrencies. If they make it into the top 100, even if they don't manage to stay there, they're pretty much solid, because they've made they made it to the $1 billion mark in a bull market. So we'll see. Now let's see what's dumping. Near Protocol, Cadena, Waves. These are pretty much Ethereum competitors or chains. Compound is going to be an Ethereum-based decentralized application. Voyager is another exchange like Crypto.com. Shiba Inu continues to plunge. Gala is continuing plunging. But these are all solid projects. They're just dumping right now because of the market's acting this way. But Phantom being under $2 is, to me, pretty cheap. Crypto.com, Decentraland. So these are all just losing their value because of what's happening in the macros, right, in the world. But obviously they're gonna rebound. Cadena is gonna go above $30. Near Protocol, I think its all-time high was around. Let's check it out. So yeah, it's close. This happened like in October. So let's see. So $12.32. It's not that, as you can see, it's still in that channel, right? It's not even that low. So that's what's happening in the markets right now. We might be entering a bear market. I mean, obviously, as I said, looking into these charts, it seems like we need a top eventually, right? These are just, there's cycle tops and then there's local tops. And to me, this is another local top like the one in 2019. So just be patient. Don't lose it. Even if the markets are dumping, it's just good entry points. Right, so this would be the lamest cryptocurrency cycle top ever if this ever happened. But if it did, which it could, and it could continue to plunge down all the way down, then we just have to wait for it to kick back up with the next cycle. And obviously the next cycle, since this one didn't have a cycle top, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but if it did, then we're going to continue to accumulate more cryptocurrency throughout the coming years. So just keep on following, looking at these videos, and I'll keep you posted on the best projects that I think would be making huge amounts of profits in the upcoming years. And we'll just be patient, keep accumulating, and wait for the bull market to pick back up. It's always going to happen. It's cyclical. It's not like there's one cycle, there's another, this is another. It's just going to happen over and over again because of the Bitcoin halvings. But okay, so today was kind of a long video. I usually do shorter videos for you guys on a daily basis so that you guys can have just daily bites of 4 to 5, 6, 7 minute video, 8, 9, 10. No, I'm just kidding. So if you like this content and you want to be up to date, I decided to make these videos because last bull run, as soon as it ended and we entered the bear market for a couple of months, even years, I got like a little bit out of cryptocurrency because I was just like disappointed that it didn't perform like I wanted to, and I just forgot about crypto for a long time. And then as soon as I was obviously I didn't forget about it completely, but as soon as I knew that the halving was coming up in 2020, I started coming back into crypto. And if I hadn't stepped away from Bitcoin or cryptocurrency for those months and just kept on accumulating throughout the bear market, I would have made a lot of money. But that just serves me as a lesson. And so I decided to make this channel and to make all this cryptocurrency content for you guys in order for you to not step away from cryptocurrency when we're in these bear markets. So when the markets are fearful and people are selling, you have to keep buying, right? You have to dominate that emotion of selling when the markets are low and buying when the markets are high. So that's what I'm here for, and I'm going to be helping you guys throughout your cryptocurrency journey. So thanks for viewing this video. Subscribe if you like this content, and thank you so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy, guys. Ciao.